Right, so today I'm going to be finding the source of this river. Now, with my incredibly good track record, I'm really looking forward to seeing how well this all goes for me. It's got to be one of the biggest projects I've ever embarked on, so I can't wait to die, basically. God, I'm a fucking idiot, and I don't know why I do stuff. So unlike my previous endeavours, there is actually a fair amount of risk to following a river deep into bushland, and so I'm a little more prepared this time because the risks are a little more real. I have a phone, so I can call for help if something goes wrong and I break my leg or something along those lines. There's plenty of reception out here, so that's okay. Water, I've got a lot of water this time, and this time I really washed out the bottle, so it's not going to taste too much like the thing it originally was. Yeah, it just tastes like water. I've also bought food, which is kind of like a trail mix type thing, which are the things you need the most. So there's nuts and chocolate and things in there. I've also bought a towel when something inevitably goes wrong with water. Oh, and of course, sunshade. I picked a pretty cool day today, which is always the best when it comes to hiking. That way you don't overheat. But just in case the sun does come out later, I have got sunshade. All right, it is currently 10:17. I want to think that it won't take too many hours to find this, but I've been wrong about things before, so I'll check the time when I finish as well, and we'll know how long it took me to find the source of a river. I'm actually really excited about this. I've wanted to do this video for a long time, and now the conditions are just right, and so this is actually going to be a memory experience. Let's begin the hunt. Now the plan is I'm just going to follow the river, which I think is the best way to find the source of the river. It also means that I can't get lost because there's always something I can follow back. This is going to be a very big one. Very big. I'm excited and like stressed, and mostly excited. I also bought a jumper in case the conditions change. I'm ready for everything. Now, another mild risk when it comes to walking up a river is there is a lot of mud. I keep sinking with every single step. All right, that's an aggressive. Oh shoot, that was an aggressive amount of mud. I just sunk up to my thighs. I'm not feeling safe about this at all. All right, I'm barely off the finish line. I've already had a traumatic experience. Jesus Christ. I might just follow the river along like the actual bank instead of going in the actual river, because I just sunk like literally, it was up to here. That was a little bit frightening. There was a person literally right there on that bridge. I don't know how long they've been there. So this is friendly, just like a little taste of probably what's to come. Now there technically is a footpath, not, oh shoot, like more that way. So technically I could probably follow that. It may be easier for me, and I don't know how much more barbed wire is kind of around, and I'm not wearing shoes because I thought I would be spending a lot of time in water. Please don't let there be a bull ant's nest around here. That would be, I mean, it'd be funny for TV, but I don't want that. So there aren't as many kind of plants in the way now. Ooh. But there is a lot of long grass. Another reason I want to go on the footpath. I think I might just go on the footpath. Now don't get the wrong idea. The footpath that I am currently on does not lead to the source of the river. I know where this path goes, and it just sort of leads into town really. However, it does go alongside the river for a little ways. Now I know I'm on a road, but literally the river is just there. So my thought process is, why would I make myself suffer for the part I don't need to suffer for? We'll get back to the the heavy bush bashing and dramatic incidents later on. I'm sure there'll be plenty. So we're almost there. We're at the place where we have to make our way back down to the river because there is a public road right there. And as you can see, the footpath goes off in that direction and that direction, but doesn't continue that direction. And because of that, I now have to follow the river. God, this better be worth it. Now, I also know for a fact that there is a bull ant's nest down here because I've been down here before. And I don't want to get stung by bull ants, especially while dressed like this. Now, as you can see, the river is actually starting to thin out a bit. So I think that means I'm getting close to the source. Of course, I don't know how far back the source goes, so it could still be a few hours until I find it. But this is a good sign that I will probably find it. Okay, so, ow! Oh, there was a rock down there. Ah, my toe. Aside from it being deeper than I initially expected, it's also a lot colder. Jesus Christ, why is it so cold? Am I going to a glacier or something? Okay, how deep is it? Ooh, that's really deep. And fucking freezing, what the hell? Okay, so the main road is literally just up there. So you can hear cars going past. So I guess now I'm heading through stormwater drains, ladies and gentlemen. The time is currently 11:10. So I think I've officially been traveling for an hour now. My idea of getting back for lunch seems to be going out the window a little bit. Whatever, it's fine. Striking something off the bucket list. Eating in a stormwater drain. Hygienic and delicious. I better find this fucking sauce soon, because it's gotta be the lowest part of my entire trip. And there you go, my chocolate is now in the stormwater drain. Cool, that's fine, whatever. Ah, just slip down there. Oh geez, that's slippery. And there you go, I made it. That was fun. Is this worth it? Is this fucking worth it? Oh, and that's a fun little obstacle that I don't want to overcome. That right there, that's a bramble bush. They are incredibly spiky, and it seems to have quite literally grown into the river, so that's really fun. I am not going through brambles, okay? I'm gonna take the shoreline for this one, which is a bit awkward because that's someone's property up there. Ugh. Okay, and I made it. Someone's property. I'll just like walk by nice and quick. That'll be fine. So this right here is the bramble bush that was blocking the river over there. Now, as savage as bramble bushes are, they do actually produce fruit, which is absolutely delicious. Oh, it's a really good one. I'm still on someone's property, I better move on. Right, so these bramble bushes just seem to keep going, which is not great. But thank God I chose to come up here and not bush bash my way through. It looks really thick there. That would have fucking sucked. Back to my little, oh God, there's mini ones everywhere. There's these tiny blackberry bushes all over the place. They are a weed and they spread very quickly. Just look how far back these blackberry bushes go. Like, they just keep going, like way back into the forest. It's insane. However, the river, as you can probably see here, is getting smaller. So that means I am actually getting closer to the source. Okay, so the river now goes back directly into the brambles. So that's a bit frightening. Hope that doesn't mean the source of the river is somewhere deep in the brambles, because that would completely suck after coming all this way. So, little update, I think I can actually go deeper into the forest that's currently filled with brambles. So hopefully I will be able to find the source. God, I hope so. Tell you what, I am actually beginning to regret not bringing shoes. I really didn't think I would need them, as I thought most of my trip would, I thought it would be in the water. But really now I'm just sort of dodging blackberry landmines. So that's so good. Okay, so that's where I gotta go. So this is kind of an obstacle. All right, so I made the decision not to walk into Bramble Forest. Instead, I'm gonna go round Bramble Forest and just hope that the source is not indirectly in the middle of the brambles and actually on the other side of them. So the river was going this way, so I'm just gonna travel that way along the road for a while there. So I will have to backtrack a little bit. All right, so I've made it back to the stormwater drains, as you can see, and I'm now going to travel that way. Just continue traveling that way until I can find a place where I should be able to get back down close to the river, at least. I really hope this wasn't in vain. Right, so this isn't looking overly promising. I've never actually dealt with private property before, so I don't actually know the laws based around this. I may or may not have actually just reached a dead end at this point. And I'm back. I'm more prepared this time. I went back and I'm wearing longer clothes, thicker clothes as well, so it's going to be easier to make my way through brambles if if things go that way. It's time to find the source of that river. Now it feels kind of nice not watching my feet to make sure I don't step on a bramble bush. I have to say, it's a nice change of pace from the last hour or so. Oh, hang on, one's caught my pants though. But it wasn't my skin, so that's good. Damn things. Okay, for all my confidence before, I'm starting to feel like this isn't actually possible. What the hell am I supposed to do? Right, so I've decided on a different kind of route. It takes me round the incredibly brambly jungle and will eventually take me to the source, I think, I hope. Just a little bit of a wider route, maybe. Maybe. That's an ant's nest. I'm also jumping this fence. Ow, 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 ow. Don't stab me. Adventure! Jesus Christ. I've been following this fence for a little while now, and there's still brambles, like right there. This whole forest is actually filled with brambles. Like, I knew it was like a weed or a pest or whatever, but I had no idea it was quite got to this extent. The whole forest is filled with brambles. Oh no, I'm past it now. Instant change in landscape. I think, and I was just looking at my GPS, I think that's the river over there. That little like indent in the ground here. I'm still following it. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount of water flowing through it, but you know, I would jump the fence to kind of show you what I mean, but that's 100% electrified. I'll do a lot. I won't do that. If you look at the GPS, I don't know if that's picking it up, you can see that the river is still carrying on very lightly along this area just here. You see that? Hold on. You got the little river kind of going along this area just here. I think the camera's picking that up. I don't know. I'm gonna find this source, man. I really thought I'd had it when I when I reached the brambles and couldn't actually find any way around. But no, never. Yeah, so you can actually see where the river is. It's kind of where the grass is greener and it heads along that direction. Right, so the river continues going. I'm right at the point where I do actually need to cross the fence in order to get to it properly. So I'm just gonna climb under it because I'd rather not be electrocuted. This is terrifying. Oh jeez. Did it. Really amazing place. Really fucking amazing. That is someone's house over there, so I'm hoping they're not home. Hoping. Hear that ticking? That's electricity. Fair bit of it as well. God, whatever happens, this is going to end in a disaster. What kind of easy ass escape route was that? I'm really close now. This is exciting. I can hear people. I'm gonna get in trouble, aren't I? That's it over there though. That's the source over there. No, I'm risking it. Fuck it. Okay, this is it. This is the source of the river. I can't believe I fucking made it. Don't get me wrong, I'm deep into somebody's property and I can hear them talking. But I made it. Source has already been discovered. But still, I found it. See, look on the GPS, I'm there. Wait, hang on. Alright, let me take that back. I found one of the many sources of this river. This isn't worth getting arrested over. So, what the fuck? Oh, it appears my water sprung a leak. Why do I even try things?
You're looking for that white night to shower you in bright lights. Provide you happy end, but that's not me. Moonlight under dark skies, still find comfort at night. I could fall for you and leave before the sun.